everyone, I'm Amy Connell. Thanks for tuning in to Lessons to My Teenage Self, a Christ-centered, diet culture-free show about all things health for teen girls. This is the shortcut you need to thrive in your physical, mental, and spiritual health. As a personal trainer and nutrition coach, I'm passionate about empowering you to find your best version of health. Each week, we dig into one topic that I wish I had known as a teen. Now, if you listened or if you saw the title to this episode, How Much Protein Do I Need? And thought, I need that because I don't know and I'm so confused. I want you to know you are not alone. In fact, as a personal trainer and nutrition coach to grown women, this is often a question I receive from them as well. In fact, protein just seems to be a really hot topic right now. And I thought, I should come on and do an episode about this. And then I remembered, what? Rather than recreating the wheel, I'm actually going to share a chapter that I did in my book for teen girls called Your Core Strength. And the chapter is, how much protein do I need? So I have already done all of the work for this. And if you have your core strength, then maybe you would like to listen to this again. And if you do not yet have this book, I would love for you to go get it. I designed the chapters to be very short so you can read them quickly. They are skimmable. There are lots of bullet points and numbers, and it's super easy to read. So you're actually going to hear that because I'm just going to share the entire chapter with you. Now, this is actually from the audiobook. So if you are not a reader, but you like to listen, this is also available on Audible or audiobooks.com or practically anywhere else you like to listen to your audiobook. So grab that if you like to do the listening thing. I also know of some people who are reading and listening at the same time. Maybe if you have ADHD and you kind of want to follow along and have help with that, that's a great option to do that as well. So let's jump in and answer the question to how much protein do I need? Chapter 15. How much protein do I need? I was a fairly picky eater growing up. I don't really know or remember why, but I remember gagging on meatloaf night and poking around the casseroles my mom would set in front of us at dinner. Mom always tried to provide nourishing meals in all ways, but that didn't mean I loved it all. God bless her, she rarely showed her frustration, even though I'm sure she felt it. She often responded by telling me to pick out the protein and eat that. We briefly discussed protein in Chapter 12, but here's a longer list of what protein does. Helps grow muscles, both as your body matures and after a workout. Maintains a healthy metabolism. Produces antibodies to support your immune system so you don't get sick as often. Repairs damaged tissues. That soreness from a hard workout is from micro tears in your muscles that are damaged and need rebuilding using the protein you consume. How much protein should I have? Honestly, that's a tough question to answer because it depends on your activity level and other factors unique to you. Everyone needs protein, but everyone's individual needs vary. I recommend working with a registered dietitian if you have specific questions or needs regarding your protein intake. Here's a trick. Each meal, try to have one serving of protein. Ideally, try to consume around 20 grams with each meal. Your body needs several helpings of protein spread out throughout the day to utilize it best. Wondering what 20 grams of protein looks like? Here are some options that have around 20 grams of protein, and I provide an approximate grams of protein. 1 chicken breast, the size of the palm of your hand or a deck of cards, has 30 grams. 2 chicken thighs have 20 grams. 4 chicken wings, 24 grams. A 4-ounce hamburger patty, 28 grams. 6.4-ounce tuna fish packet, 36 grams. 2-ounce beef stick, 23 grams. 3 hard-boiled eggs, 18 grams. 1 cup Greek yogurt, about 24 grams, but this varies. Check the label. 1.5 cup of extra firm tofu, 30 grams. 1 cup of beans, any kind, between 14 and 20 grams. Can I have protein powder? I get this question a lot. In general, I think it's best for growing bodies to get protein in its more natural states. That said, I have protein powder in my pantry for everyone in my house, including my growing boys. If you choose to use protein powder, I highly recommend getting one that is third-party tested. Protein powder is considered a food supplement and is not regulated by the FDA or Food and Drug Administration. For that reason, you don't know if what they say is on the label is actually true of what's in the food. NSF and USP are the 2 dominant third-party testers and will put their logo on the label if it's been tested. Pro tip: search nsfsport.com for products that they have third-party tested. When should I have protein? In general, get some at each meal, as I mentioned above. Having adequate protein throughout your day will help your muscles rebuild faster, meaning less soreness for you and better performance the next time you exercise. Pro tip: research shows that you can encourage muscle growth and repair by having 20 grams of whey-based protein at bedtime. Whey is the protein found in milk, so you can get this in Greek yogurt, string cheese, cottage cheese, and, of course, milk. If you ask a parent of 3 kids which one is their favorite, they'll say they love all of their kids the same, but they all have unique personalities. The same is true of our macronutrients. Protein is important for everyone regardless of activity level, but fats and carbohydrates are just as important. Keep listening to learn more. There you go. I hope that clears some things up for you. And if you do not yet have your Core Strength, go grab it. I have put some links in the show notes where you can get practically any version you like. There is hard copy, there's Kindle, and of course there is audio. Okay, that's all for today. Take today's lesson and go out there and live the life God has for you and your amazing original body. Thanks for tuning in today. Do you have a question you would like answered here on the Lessons to My Teenage Self podcast? If so, go to the show notes where you will see an anonymous form you can fill out, and that question may be answered here on the show. Also, if this show is valuable to you, could you do one of 2 things that are enormously valuable to me? Number 1, share it with a friend. Just take a screenshot, send it to her, or you can go to the show and send it straight from there. Also, if you can provide a rating and review, particularly if you listen to your podcast in Apple Podcasts. Thanks again, and see you next time.